Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians, Aries here. So for some of you wondering what is going on in my early morning, some of you have never seen me, I've already had my shower this morning, but I'm wearing my toasty long robe. This is how long it is. My mother taught me a long time ago. She said, Rita, if you're a woman, you're going to have to wear one of these because so she bought me this at around 11 years old. And just so you know, from the camera, let's see, do I get, anyways, apparently you could see it. It goes all the way down to here. So, my mother said to me, as a woman, you need some perfume and you need some, a robe. So I was like, okay. So she already knew I wanted to do this from a young age, so. So today I contacted a surgeon, double checking on the surgeon that I was originally going for breast augmentation because I'm at my wit's end with the current surgeon because the current surgeon basically's administrator said, whoa, we don't do this, you got to pay money that I don't have because they're telling me that I have to have about $6,000. Yet the doctor said they'd bill my insurance first. Because of it, I just said no. Now she doesn't even want to even speak to me on the rest. I asked if gender confirming surgeries, also known as sexual reassignment surgery, would be covered on no problem on my insurance and just have, it done because I've been told by many people there's this hidden fee, that hidden fee. We're getting down to the wire, yet we're not getting anywhere. That's the real problem. It's like Aaron asks the questions, I ask the questions. We're getting two different stories. So what we got to do now is just wait patiently and go from there. So, um, anyways, so, I thought I'd share that with you. For some of you out there, I was in a nervous wreck, a bad mood yesterday, depressed. I got up early this morning, I had about 5.5 hours sleep, jumped out of bed, and I'm like, why can't I go back to sleep? Between itching my legs and laying there trying to figure out what to do. We finally figured it out, and it's like, woe is me. So, I emailed what me and Aaron discussed last night because I said I can handle this on my own. He agreed. Yet, now they're not telling us if there's any more fees or if I just go down for gender confirming surgery. So I said to her, more likely the assistant, where I'm going, that more likely I'm just wasting the taxpayers' money for about $700 for an airplane ticket. So I emailed the surgeon in another state for breast augmentation. I'm going to contact American Airlines to figure out what to do about the ticket just in case been denied. Aaron thinks it's because I'm too disabled that they're discriminating yet again. State of Washington, I'm sorry to vent yesterday. State of Washington is paying for breast augmentation and other gender confirming surgeries, but the problem with it is the price and the fact that no one in the state has to, so you got to sign up. So I will look into it just out of curiosity for my own records. I did post a question on a forum on Facebook about questions. The problem is they told me I had to do all the advocating for myself. I have, but as you all know, it isn't doing any good in my um, opinion, So um, So I did see something interesting this morning. Um, this morning I took the liberty of filling out a form, comments form for the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, CMS, basically public comments about a NCD, a national covered determination, determining if Medicaid or Medicare services should cover gender reassignment surgery, breast augmentation, etc. There's probably 6 or 8 comments on there out of over 100 that says their taxpayers' money should be gone to something else. You know, in my videos, I've agreed, but I also know gender dysphoria, it should be covered. Problem is that as I've vented before, the female to males get everything themselves, and they don't know what happens if I cancel my ticket or not. I will have to look into it. Um, and go from there. I haven't checked Greyhound out yet for traveling to the doctor that will do breast augmentation by bus, because if it's the case, I might just try to schedule the breast augmentation early and skip the gender reassignment surgery on the grounds that they're not giving me any answers. They have told me to spend the money to get my ticket, to get everything taken care of, and then I turned around and I did everything by the book, and now they're telling me, that it's a preliminary date. It's not concrete. Yet I was told you get your referrals in order, you get your um, everything together, and the doctor will do the surgeries. Now I'm told I have to pay this money out, and they're not telling me about the other money. And they also tell me they do contact these psychiatrists, psychologists, therapists, hormone doctor to confirm things. It's I have 2 months from this date for a consultation and 2 months 8 days for um, surgery, and I had breast augmentation and other surgeries planned, but now they're not even talking to me about it when I asked directly, and I'm telling you, Aaron and I were talking last night, and I said, it's more likely we're just going to be wasting $700 because it's a non-refundable ticket, yet unless there's only 3 ways to get a refund, and by American Airlines standards, um, you cannot um, get it changed unless you personally, it didn't explain how. It's just like you can't do this an unused portion. They didn't explain it, so I have to have a call American to find out, because if worst case scenario, I will personally take my trip to the other state to get breast augmentation first, because the lower surgery, it means a lot to me, but if they're going to turn around and tell me there's hidden fees, yet they're not telling me what the hidden fees are, then how can we even justify going there? When Aaron says more likely they're discriminating because I'm too disabled, and etc. The thing is the doctor's email directly states that, I would be filling an ABN out for breast augmentation, and then after the ABN, what Medicare does or does not pay, then it goes to the next level. Whereas, they're telling me outright, that I have to pay fees for services not covered for surgeries, yet they're not telling me what is and what isn't. So like I said, I emailed the doctor to inquire the one for breast augmentation. The other one I think is hurt now because I basically said if you're telling me to use the same anesthesia for breast augmentation, facial feminization, and gender confirming surgery, then turning around and denying me on the grounds that you're not covering it's cosmetic, yet states are already opening it saying it's not cosmetic, it's medically necessary. There's a problem. I even gave links this morning where she said, where did I hear it? I gave quotes this morning from the doctor and other people on it. And all in all, if you noticed, I've done everything by the book, yet at the same time, nothing is getting done. It's like, oh, it's not covered. Yet, my state's now covering it fully, so we need to make sure move this with my foot. Sorry. We need to make sure everything is covered. So, I've filled out the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services. This is what I said for some of you out there curious. For gender dysphoria and gender reassignment surgery, I said, and I will read you my answer. I said, comment. I believe all the scientific evidence supports the need for medically necessary surgery. I also think that surgical intervention methods of a male to female needs breast augmentation and is feeling upset that a female to male gets all surgeries covered, where a male to female is told they only need lower surgery. I personally think if CMS will be fair, then it needs to cover breast augmentation and facial feminization surgery. And if they don't give fair treatment to the male to female transsexuals, yet they will give it all to the female to male, then I say please block it, as it's not fair to the male to female transgendered people to only get one surgery while female to males get all theirs covered. Scientifically, evidence is that a male to female needs to pass well, and it means to have FFS and breast augmentation. Female to male passes better because of hormones and the removal of female parts. So please, I think as a transgendered person myself, I ask you to give us fair treatment. Ban it all or allow us male to females to have breast augmentation and FFS surgery. If state Medicaid programs can deem it medically necessary, like Washington State, then I think it's medically necessary for the rest. Thank you for your time. Sincerely, Reverend Rita Lee. And there you have it. That was my answer. I typed fast, so I got some. I think they have to scan it, clean it, and go through it and edit it maybe, but you only get a month. So right now there's like 100 or less comments. So anyways, I would like to ask you all today to please take some time to go there. I will give you a link. So if you guys want to, well, you guys can find it somewhere. So, anyways, I think you guys can figure it out. So, please look for future videos. I will update the videos from time to time, figuring out what's going on for this whole problem with gender reassignment surgery, breast augmentation, facial feminization. I will keep you all updated of my choice of whether I have to throw out $700 for my plane ticket or go get breast augmentation first or try to get gender reassignment surgery. The nurse's assistant isn't giving any answers. So, with that said, everyone, please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion. Thank you. and may God bless you all.